an updated liberal arts college that looks a lot more fleshed out with a forest beside it instead of just like an open field. An open field like our open field that's right across from our trade center. But this is also, if you can see, it's a little bit more advanced. We got a few more buildings in here doing some building stuff. And I don't know if you saw it or not, but we have laid the groundwork for a mini downtown. I'm not going to really call it like a super downtown area. I don't know where we're gonna have our like main city on this map yet. That being said, it could be here and it could look really cool here as well. So this is pretty exciting. I love the way that this turned out. I think it looks super cool. I'm excited to see if the traffic system holds up over here. But we all know me, and we know that, you know, that I mess up traffic sometimes. Which, speaking of which, I know. I don't even know where they're going. I'm not getting into it right now, but we're in a little bit of a traffic pickle as well, so yeah. But guys, let's get into the meat and the potatoes. Today we're gonna be doing a lot of cool stuff. We're gonna be fixing things. Let's take a look around. It seems like this building keeps thinking that it's underwater. I don't really understand that. I want to look at the island. I'm just kidding. I already know what's going on. Okay, I already know. Look, everyone's dead. Everyone is dead because we don't have electricity. And if we look at our electricity, it's not actually that bad. However, the problem is we only have 2 wind turbines over here. So what we're going to do is put another one right there, and then we're gonna see if this helps. I don't know if it will. Maybe we need 2 more because this is like half the island. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So let's try one more. How does that look? Are you guys good? Oh, they look like they're good now. I wish there was a way to see how many like watts of electricity a district uses and or needs. I guess you could take like, oh, what are the amount of households, workers, people, blah, 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 buildings. You know what I'm saying? That could be a way. But yeah, anyway, that sucks. No wonder our demand for residential, commercial, and industrial is so low because we keep murdering everybody, man. I don't know what it is with my cities, but I keep killing everyone. And we're gonna fix this really quickly. We fixed that. Hopefully that should be better. We're still gonna see a lot of abandonment over here, but this should fix itself in the future. That's okay. That's okay. We just need to let time kind of run, time kind of roll. We are gonna look at our electricity elsewhere though. Everything seems to be fine. Let's come over here. Cool. There was one thing that we need to fix over here. If we zoom in to Holly Hills, which is a god-awful name for a town, if we zoom in, everyone's dead. But why? So it says a person has passed away and waiting for transport. So, okay, there's not a specific reason why they're dead. Let's come over here, waiting for transport. Let's come here, abandoned. Why? No one collected dead people. Why is no one collecting dead people, you ask? Let's look at our death care. It's awful over here. But wait, we have a cemetery. The problem is that there's no room. So we need to come in here and we need to build a crematorium. Probably off of, I would love to just put it right beside here. But I don't know if that's gonna work, if I'm being honest with you. So we're actually gonna take out a building. We're gonna take out this building right here, put a crematorium right there. Perfect, good to go. We're gonna let this run its course for just a little bit. Kind of what I'm hoping is it kind of collects a lot of these dead people around here. And then when it's a little bit more evened out, then we're gonna come back over here and we're gonna empty out this cemetery. I'm not gonna do it now because that's gonna overwhelm the whole system and it's gonna prioritize the cemetery as opposed to all the dead people that are just chilling in homes. So yeah, hopefully that helps with the situation. The other thing that we're gonna come and do over here, I don't know why these houses are here. I don't think I ever wanted these houses to be there. I'm pretty sure I never wanted that. Don't know why they're there, but they are. It's fine. What's this? Oh, our school leveled up. Our trade school. So this is level 2. This needs more campus attractiveness. Fairly easy to do. But our school over here leveled up. So this is level 2 now. It used to be level 1. That is awesome. So we can spend the episode doing that. Fixing our school. Let's do both schools. I like that. I like that a lot. So we had a bit of a frantic start, but that's okay. Let's see. There's some death over here. So some workers. We have some abandonment. Why are people abandoning houses? No one collected dead people over here too. Damn, man, that's tough. That is tough. We have 2 crematoriums over here, 1, 2, and then we have a cemetery right here. Let's take a look at the cemetery. Oh, so it's working now. Oh, because we spent the last episode. Right, forgot about that. Okay, cool. So over in Holly Hills, it looks like the dead person problem is starting to clear itself up. Maybe not as fast as we would like it to, but it is starting to clear itself up. We are seeing the hearses kind of go around and pick up the dead bodies. We do have some garbage over here. Let's look. Interesting. Let's see. We should be good for garbage, to be honest with you. Garbage trucks in use, only 4, and then there's a call right here. See, that is what I don't understand. Why are there not garbage trucks going out and picking up the garbage that's literally right across the street? I don't understand that. Maybe it's a route. I don't really know. What we're going to do now, as we've seen, there's a lot less buildings with dead people. We're going to come into our cemetery and we are going to empty it. And hopefully we can let this run and kind of figure itself out. I'm going to go at 2 times speed. Usually it's, 1, but just for the sake of this. And then we're going to come over to our Cooper Career Institute, which don't love as a name, but we're going to leave it for now. And we are going to extend this school area. So we have a few buildings that we unlocked with level 2. Let me make sure that we have these. We have the groundskeeping. We do not have the outdoor study. We do not have the gymnasium. We do not have the cafeteria, and we do not have the fountain. So let's see, how big is this fountain? I'm thinking I don't want to put the fountain right here. And now come in here and let's look at it. I think it fits, to be honest with you. Let's come in and move it real quick. Maybe we'll just bring it down a little bit. Yeah, it totally fits. And I kind of like putting the fountain right there. And then we can add some, just a little bit of landscaping around here. So if you were a student, this might be where you come and hang out, throw around the old pigskin, stuff like that. And then a few trees just right in the middle here. Cool. Right on. I always make forests very, very, very dense. So let's look at the other one. So we have the fountain down. We have this cafeteria. We have the gymnasium. We have the outdoor study. I'm thinking this right here is our study hall. Yeah. That's the study hall. So I'm thinking that what we're actually going to do is we're going to come into here and we're going to extend this down a bit, just to about here. Nothing too crazy. The only reason why I want to do this is I want to bring the study hall across the street from the police academy. I want to put it on this street, right over here. So we're going to come in with one of our roads, and maybe we do a 2-lane road with grass. Let me see, actually. So we have these tree roads, which I really, really like. Maybe we do a bike lane road, 2-lane road with bike. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. And we're gonna come out, how much was this one? 7. We're gonna come out 6 unit, come over here. Perfect. And actually, I think we're gonna upgrade this to be a bike lane, just like that. And then this one as well. So turning off collision, turning it back on so that we don't ruin anything. And we gotta take out this little tree right there. Just a little bit of something, nothing crazy. Cool. Just so that you can go from the dormitory, maybe you bike around here. That's kind of the idea. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take this study hall and we're going to place it over here. Now it doesn't have any power, or it has power, but it doesn't have water. That's fine. That's easy fix. And we're gonna extend this area, so don't even worry about it. But really, the reason why I wanted to do that was I think that the outdoor study hall would make a lot more sense across the street from the dormitories. I just think that makes sense, because then we can also place a cafeteria over here as well. And I think we're gonna put the caf there, and then we can place the gymnasium maybe on this side beside our study hall right here. And then if we want to add a path around, we can do that as well. But I think that just makes a little bit more sense. What we're going to do is, I think we're going to move this in to about here so that this kind of connects up, right? So you can kind of walk around. I think that makes sense to me. And then we're going to put this cafeteria, place it if we can, right here, right across from the dormitories, because that's kind of where you would maybe go grab a bite. Or actually, now that I think about it, I think this would make more sense over here for 2 reasons. One, we'll put this groundskeeping building over here. One, the school is going to extend this direction, right? We're going to have other schools. And the cafeteria will probably be where you go and eat when you're in school, whereas these dormitories, they probably would want actually a little shop to go eat at, like a little restaurant or something, not the cafeteria. So I think it would make more sense to put that over here. That being said, awesome. So that's all the buildings that we have for this. Let's look. Our campus attractiveness is phenomenal. We need to get it up. We need our students up and our academic works up. Obviously, that's going to happen with time. Like I said before, I'm not too worried about getting that, you know, super high. Rushing it, that is. That being said, let's see. I'm thinking I might add 2 cafeterias, to be honest with you. One right over here as well. And we're going to place these, we're going to move these around with Move It as well. And the reason for that, honestly, is just because this is going to be like another hub that students are going to go to. I think that just makes a lot of sense. So now what we can do is we can come into our parking lots over here and we can add a few. And we'll come into landscaping and we'll just add a little bit of landscape on either side. Perfect. So maybe overboard with the parking. Probably overboard with the parking. I know who I am, but it's fine. It kind of makes sense for now. And that's it for level 2. We're up to the campus attractiveness. Now we just need the students in the academic works. And like I said, that will just kind of figure itself as time goes on. We do have quite the demand for commercial, which makes sense. But yeah, so I think this college area is a little bit better. I like it. Now let's come over to this city and see. So our dead people is pretty good. We're ripping through our storage, and that's because we put our crematorium right beside the cemetery. That is awesome. Let's look over here. Let's see. We may need to add a few more commercial spots over here. So let's do that, shall we? We'll do it on corners. We'll put one like here, put one right here. I'm so excited for Cities 2, just for some of the mixed use zoning. I know I brought that up a few times. It's just exciting, to be honest with you. It's just exciting. The one thing I do want to do is I want to look at parks over in these areas. We're gonna have a ginormous park right here. So actually, let's not worry about that just quite yet. Cool. So what we can do is we can come over to the Hillside Academy of Arts, Thornton Heights. Why don't we call it Thornton Academy of Art? Thornton? Is that what it's called? Thornton? Yeah, it is. And let's look. So we need a higher attractiveness score, and we're almost at the end of the academic year. So let's slow this down a bit and let's make this more attractive. We'll come into our schools. We'll come over to the Liberal Arts College and let's look. So what buildings do we already have? This is a dormitory. These are our 2 dorms. This is the study hall. That's the study hall. We have that building, the drama club, my favorite building. This exists. We have this outdoor study, which is right there. We have the gymnasium, which exists. We have this cool looking weird building, which exists. And then we have the liberal arts fountain, which also exists. What we're going to do is we're actually going to add another one. And I think that that does bring us over. So now we can go back up to 2. And really what we're going to do is we're just going to move this around so that it just kind of looks nice is what I'm trying to go for in this area. So let's bring this way. We'll grab this guy, move it over here because we don't really need to touch it for now. We'll turn, let's see, let's take this out, grab this. We'll come out like that, and then we'll link these two. Perfect. We'll grab this fountain, rotate it, because for whatever reason, it needs to be like right there. We're gonna bring it, we'll put it right here. So now, I don't think that the Sims or the citizens can actually walk on either side of this fountain. However, it looks like this could be a path that kind of comes up over here. So I like that. I like the way that it looks. We will grab this path and just send it straight down here as well. And then we'll make it look like you can link up over here too at the back of our dorm entrances. So we'll bring that to here. We'll bring that to there. Perfect. Let's grab these, hold Alt. So again, you can't actually, this doesn't actually do anything, but it looks nice, right? It looks like you can walk right up here into the back of your dorm, or you can walk out of the dorm out into the campus school or the rest of the area. We are seeing some traffic back up over here, but that's because a lot of people are moving in. That's fine. We can just let it be for now. Not too worried. Definitely not worried. And let's just add a tiny bit of landscape. I love walls made of trees for some reason. I don't know why. And just overdoing it on the landscaping on this one area. And then the rest is like naked and barren. And we got to level 3 over here. Cool. I thought it was gonna like give us a congratulations. How rude. For level 4, we need a bunch of stuff. Again, not too worried about it. I think we're doing fine. Let's look at some of our other buildings though. So we got, do we already have the library over here? I don't see the library. Yeah, so we got the library. We got the art club. We have the liberal arts commencement office, which is awesome. We have the academic statue 1, and then these buildings. And then we also have the School of Environmental Studies, which is awesome. So this is quite a large building, which is pretty cool, to be honest with you. And I like that we built this because we'll have this like ginormous park over here. And this building can maybe they go to the park and that's where they learn their environmental studies. Stuff like that. Lore. Super cool. Super fun. Let's look at what we got going on here. So, quite the traffic backup. That's okay, because these 2 streets aren't that backed up. This will figure itself out. Just talking out loud right now. I think what we're going to do, though, is we're not going to build on this side. So I'm going to come in with some trees and just fill in a little bit of stuff over here. Awesome. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come into our landscaping. We're going to come into landscaping tools. We're going to go to soften terrain. We're going to soften the terrain around here. I would rather it kind of come out. Maybe what we do actually is we come in here and we take this level and we just bring this out a bit. And then we soften it from there. We can even like add a building or 2 over here just to kind of, and then we'll just come around and we'll soften it up. Perfect. Cool. Just wanted to get rid of some of those ugly ridges. You know what I'm talking about? So let's look. We got a few buildings over here. Let's look at the library. We got crime. That sucks, dude. I mean, let's think where we're going to put this guy right here. We have our 2 dorms. We have the 1 building here. I think that makes sense. I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to put it like right here. Yeah, I think we're going to put it right here. Cool. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Now let's look at some of our other buildings. This commencement office. So this is where everyone like graduates and stuff. So you want to make sure that it looks pretty. You know what I'm talking about? Where's our power grid? Are we seeing power issues? We are seeing power issues. Okay, so let's pause the game really quickly and let's look. We have this solar power plant over there. We also have a nuclear. I think we plop down a nuclear power because that will save us an insane amount of headache. So let's put it right by the solar station. Let's actually put it right here. Yeah, let's just put it right there. Plop it down. I like that a lot. What we can do is let's look into our power and let's see. We have these 2 oil power plants right here. I say we take these out. We don't really need them anymore. We'll come in here and we'll zone industrial. And yeah, I think that's fine, to be honest with you. We can even take out the solar power plant. We don't really need to. We'll leave it for now. It's not a huge deal. Look at our power. It's good. We are chugging along, looking peaceful. Awesome. Okay, come back over here. So let's think about how our paths are gonna meander through here. Grab our paths and let's see. I would love this path to continue down. We'll bring it to about here and let's like send it behind and we'll put it right here. I like being able to walk behind buildings. I don't know why. I think that looks nice. Let's move this a little bit closer. Like there's pretty good. And then I want to grab these 2 nodes or these 3 nodes and just bring them in. To about, let's see what makes sense. About here. Cool. And honestly, we might even be able to bring this in, make it just a little bit tighter, which I think would be nice. Let's look at that. See how that looks. That looks kind of nice. Now you got some shade under the benches. I think that makes a lot of sense. We can move this over a little bit if we want to, but we actually don't need to. That looks nice. And then let's look at our other buildings over here. So we have the commencement office. I think we're gonna place that last. We have this statue. Now, if I were building the school, I would place this right in the front. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna place it right here. That's it, pretty much, actually, to be honest with you. Now let's see what other buildings we have. So we have the commencement office, we have the art club, and then we have the library. So I think we're going to put the library, so I think that makes sense. We're going to go back into our paths. We're going to connect these 2 up. That looks quite nice. And then we have the art club. And I think we could put it right here, to be honest with you. And now let's move things around so that nothing's like too close to each other. We'll bring this over here. These look like they're very close, but it doesn't actually look bad, to be honest with you. And then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna come in here and let's see how our campus attractiveness is looking. We need a little bit more attractiveness. That's fine. We have 1,000 students. Student capacity is 5,000. Our dorms are not even close to full. We have 3 dorms, so I think we're okay there. The only thing that I could actually see us using in these areas would maybe be, because we've used all of our buildings at this point. So I'm thinking like we have 2 fountains. Oh, and we have this commencement office as well. So let's look in here and see how it is. Where would we want this? I'm thinking we're actually gonna have forest all the way back here as well. Probably just following along the highway, to be honest with you. Cool. And the forest actually really does help. Like when you're down here, it looks a lot nicer. Like this empty field would just be menacing to be honest with you. So I think what we're going to do, I'm going to place it here. Then we're going to look at it. And it's not, oh wow, they're already graduating. That's so cool. And it's not that this is like the nicest place in the world, but it's in the middle. Maybe what we honestly do, let's bring this here, and let's actually put this right in the middle of the school. And I think that's a really cool spot because it's in the middle. And then it's, you know, you may not be on top of a mountain like in the Rockies. However, you are in the middle of the hustling and bustling school. And I just think that that's kind of cool. If you don't like it, we'll put the groundskeeping right here. We'll take the gymnasium and put it right here. Perfect. And now we're going to decorate a little bit more. Perfect. So we still have about 60 campus attractiveness to go. Now that shouldn't be too hard. I think what we're going to do is we might add another study hall. So let's see where we put our first one. That's the dormitory. That's the study hall. We put our first one here. I'm thinking we put another one over here. And I'm going to put it, this is what we're going to do, okay? This is what we're going to do. We're going to take this path. We're going to send this behind. Come to about here, and then we're gonna put the study hall right about here. Perfect. And then we're gonna look at it, make sure that it fits properly. It doesn't fit super well. So what we're going to do is we're gonna take this out, move this just a little bit over, maybe rotate it a bit, put it in right like that. I think that looks mighty fine. And then now we'll take this and we'll send this out. Let's actually remove this, grab these paths, come up to about cool, and look at it. I think that looks really nice over there. Very nice. Come back over into our landscaping and just place a few more trees around. Because if this is going to be a study hall over here, then we should probably have like a place to go and hang out, right? I'm noticing. Let's go into move it. Okay, this is what we're going to do. Turn off anarchy, go into move it, grab this path. Oh, I see the problem. Okay, so we're actually going to take out this path. These trees in the back of here are connected to the study hall. So unless we bring them about here, and now maybe now we take the path. That looks much better. Cool. And again, one thing that we're going to do is we're just going to take something right here and just send this back to the back of the dormitory. Perfect. So now it looks like you kind of just walk right outside into the dense forest where the highway is. So let's look over here. Our traffic flow is 79%. Pretty crazy, to be honest with you, which makes sense. So if we go into our routes, let's look. Yeah, this street is very busy. So I think we just kind of leave it for now. Let's look. Our campus attractiveness, we need 30 more. I think I might just plop a statue down. We'll change this statue to be the other one. I wanted to put a statue here, like a second one anyway. Yeah, so we're gonna put one statue here, this guy right here, and then this will actually be statue 2, but you don't get that until you're level 5, I believe. So we will change that. And now we should, yeah, so we have the attractiveness to be level 4 now, which is fun. We just need the academic works and the students, but that's fine. That will come with due time. Now, if we look over here, this area is finally filled out, and now we have a medium demand for everything. We have a medium demand for residential, commercial, and industry. So now that everyone's moved in, I'm interested to see if traffic will kind of clear itself in this area. I guess we kind of find out. These roads are actually a lot better than I thought that they would be, which is kind of nice. We do have some areas that are like hot spots, but for the most part, they look pretty good. There are, again, some hot spots, but that's okay. This is quite the hot spot. We have some turning around over here. Why are you doing this? Sometimes these games, man, I'm telling you. I do think that this interchange has helped a lot in these areas, but cool. So I think we can kind of close not the chapter on the school, but I think we can kind of end it for today. I am going to take a brush and just kind of brush this whole entire area with forest. Just because it just feels weird not to have a forest over here. Like I would rather look out into a forest than look out into a blank field. Like there's a lot of blank fields here and it's great for building and it's flat, awesome, but it's just weird, no? I don't know. I don't know how else to describe it. Last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here and we're gonna look. So we do not have the students and we might actually fall below, but that's okay because we can add more students over here because we actually needed to do that anyway. We wanna continue this area and expand it out. So I was going to convert this road into a highway, but I don't think I'm going to do that now. Instead, we're going to convert it here for two reasons. One, now you can go a little bit faster in these areas. I think that makes a little bit more sense. We are going to come and do our 2-lane roads because that also makes sense. Yeah, everyone's kind of figuring itself out. That's okay. And then down here, so I do want to make this like a downtown area at some point. This area, I'm just looking at the city now. I want this to be like kind of like skyscrapery. I think it would look really cool, to be honest with you. So really quickly, we're gonna come in here. We're gonna add key walls around this road, and we're gonna come in here and we're gonna kind of zone this out. So let's do that, grid it out. So let's do that really quickly. So what we're really trying to do here, make it makes a little bit of logical sense. We don't want to connect up to this arterial. I think that's really important that we don't do that, just because this is going to be handling all the traffic, and then this collector is going to be the one that brings in all of that traffic into this little skyscraper core area. Yeah, so that's kind of my thought process when making this. The one thing that we are going to do afterwards is we are going to have some roads that connect underground to each other, just because that has really helped in some of my other cities. We won't worry about it too much right now though, but for the time being, let's do this. This might be one of these examples. I think this road is going to end up connecting up with this road right here. So let's actually do that now. Let's come down. We're going to come down. We may even let's think about this for a moment. Let's actually look at this road. What roads would make sense to connect over here? Because, I mean, maybe we don't even need to. It's just going to be, this is going to be a extremely busy road, but we can kind of slowly place things down and see if it makes sense before we like really go crazy with it. Yeah, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to put our water pipes under the road where apparently they belong. So we'll send this out over here. We're bringing this all the way over here because eventually this will all be developed as well. It's just not right now. Okay, cool. So we have the water pipes under the road. We have our grid set out. Now what we're going to do is we're gonna add a key wall that goes all the way around. So let's grab our key walls. We're gonna do with trees. Trees are awesome. We're gonna come into our network multi-tool and we're gonna go to create parallel mode. And then we're literally gonna go all the way around this entire place, touching all of the intersections. Apparently that's important. I don't remember why. We'll come to here and then we'll square it out ourselves. So this is 32 meters. We're gonna go shift to, I believe, 6. I think it's 60. And that way you have a little bit of like break. I think it's 60. So yeah, let's do 60. Let's just make sure 60 meters. Perfect. Let's click enter. Awesome. Let's go into our zoning. Yes, we could have done 50, but I think 60 is going to look a little bit better, to be honest with you. And now let's grab this and let's send this out. What we will do though, is we're going to add a node right here, right there. We're going to take out this one. Perfect. And then we're just going to take this node and just send it down until it's under. Perfect. And then we're going to upgrade it to be the other type of city key. Awesome. Look at that. Looks super, super nice. And we'll do that to each side. So let's grab a node right here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now let's come over here and we'll fix this up as well. Let's see if we can just marry these two nodes, just union them. And we can. Perfect. Awesome. It doesn't look readable. So maybe we just take this out. We go like this. We grab these. Oh, and we reached 40,000 population. That's awesome. So we got an airport. Cool. We actually got to do an airport soon too, as well. That's kind of fun. We're going to come with this one, turn on all of our guidelines, have it come straight out, bring it to about here. And now we're going to curve this road, or sorry, this key into there. That looks much, much, much nicer. Then we will level all of our terrain out here as well. And there's this ginormous area right here. Why is this? Totally just ruined a lot of stuff, but that's what I do. Can we just back it up? Oh, we can. Okay, cool. But we can't fix the water problems that we've already gotten ourselves into. That's fine. These areas are fine. Let's clean up some of them. This is so interesting. For whatever reason, it doesn't want to bring in. Oh, I see why. It's flipped. Haha! Wow, we really did not need all of that craziness going on. What is this guy? Take that out. Don't know what that's doing there. Let's come into our sand and let's... Oh, this is not, I guess, like classic sand, so it might just go away, I guess, is the idea. We do have to come in here, invert segment right there. Perfect. Let's look, make sure that that's good. That looks fine, to be honest with you. What we are going to do, though, is take these out, come back into our key walls, which are somewhere. Perfect. I keep on playing with things and I feel like I'm gonna break something. Cool, cool, cool. Let's come into TMPE. We're going to turn off all of these junctions. We don't need them. We do not need them. We'll also turn these off as well. I know that there's junctions there that we don't need. Also, perfect, perfect, perfect. Now let's come over here and let's look around. Okay, we have the students for level 3, which is awesome. Let's come into this area. Our island is looking good. No issues over here, which is really, really cool. Our electricity is fine. Our water is fine. Actually does look like we need a little bit. Citizens are sick. Healthcare. One hospital here. I think we may need to add a... So let's actually take out this medical clinic because there's a bunch of people that live here, and let's put a ginormous hospital here. I think that should hopefully help. The other thing that we're going to need to do is get some more treatment in here. So let's see. Let's grab a eco advanced water treatment and let's place that across the street from this other one. Oh, there's two. I see. Well, actually, we're gonna place it right here. So that should, when this gets up and running, our sewage treatment should go up. Perfect. And now let's look at our water pumping. And let's see. So these are our water pumping stations over here. I want to keep these as like condensed as possible. I hate this Star Wars building, so let's get rid of that. Perfect. Cool. I think that works out pretty well. These areas are looking quite nice. I do want to come in here. Let's look at our garbage. Our garbage is doing quite well. I am going to do something crazy and take out one incinerator over here. And we're going to see if it breaks. Then we're going to come over here. How are we doing on this side? We have a little bit of death. That's okay. This is good to go. We can operate this normally. Okay. How's our traffic? Traffic is looking insane over here. 55%, not looking good. But you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. That sounds like an issue for next. If you made it this far and you liked the video, like the video. If you loved the video and you're not subscribed, what are you doing, man? Subscribe down below. Let me know in the comment section how you would fix this traffic. What is going on here? We're gridlocked in here, and it's because of this area right here. Where are people going? They're coming in here, turning. Lots of garbage issues over here. Lots of death. It looks like people are, I don't even know. Where are they going? Maybe it's our roadway layout. Maybe we messed up. It's definitely a possibility. But that, again, seems like a problem for next time. I'm gonna hate myself when I open up this game. Oh my God. I'm gonna hate myself so much. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.